Hello and welcome to my channel. Hopefully a pleasant day, and today I'll be taking you through my pet slip, clear slip, whatever slip editions of my Steelbooks, and I've got a whole shelf just dedicated to those. Most of these are Lionsgate, Paramount, and I think I've got one or two Warner Bros Steelbooks, but we'll have a little look at those when we get to it, and I do imagine it's going to be quite a long video, so do be prepared. I won't be featuring any Monday Steelbooks because I feel like that's a video for another time, and to be honest I need to collect all the Marvel ones, and there's so many to get through, it's going to be very expensive, but completely worth it in the end because they're not no longer doing any of them. And I've got one or two Steelbooks, but not actually on the shelf. I've got them in these nice sort of custom slips I bought a while ago from Full Slip Fanatics, which I'll just quickly show off. See, I got this nice one for Reservoir Dogs, so I'll be showing those off first, and I'll just quickly take you through the shelf so you get a good look at what you're getting yourself into. So yeah, quite a lot, but hopefully this video won't be too long. I imagine probably like an hour or something, but we'll just see how it goes. So anyway, let's get straight on with the video.
Not flesh. Hasta la vista.
Right, so let's see this. So I got the two steelbooks here, as I said at the start of the video, and I have got Jackie Brown. Beautiful looking steelbook. I actually, I think I did like two separate orders. I did one for Kill Bill and I did this one separate. And yeah, absolute stunner. I watched it for the first time a few months ago. Quite enjoyed it. Not as good as I thought it was going to be, but there's a lot better than people claiming it was, because it's sort of a bit mixed, that film. The other one was Reservoir Dogs, which I'm actually going to put in that beautiful slip back in there so it's protected. But yeah, a lot of people didn't like this design. Not sure why. I think it really goes to the theme of the film, but you know, you can't win everyone over, so a bit unfortunate, but just one of those things. So got a handful of steelbooks here, so I'm going to do all those along, and then we'll look at the steelbooks at the bottom there. So first up, we got You're Next. Great film, very underrated, I would say. 4K on this is actually really good. I actually done a 4K review not long ago, and yeah, beautiful looking steel. Bought this off Rob, one of the physical media groups. I think I mentioned him quite a few times, but yeah, he's a good lad, and he gave me a good price on this. I really wanted it. The second sight set, it's nice, but it just takes up a bit too much room, and plus, no, it's a clear slip, so can't go wrong with that. Next up is Young Guns. A lot of people were sort of hyping this up. I watched it for the first time, and I just thought, you know, it's all right. Not as good as people were making it out to be, but steelbook design is pretty nice, so got no complaints on that. But yeah, it could have been a little bit of a better film. I think it's just because of nostalgia, so you know, a lot of people get distracted by that. I do. So you know, it's just one of those things. Next up is First Blood. So that's the first film in the franchise. Great film. I love the bit at the end, the most famous bit. And yeah, it's a classic 80s film. You can't go wrong with it. You really can't. And Stallone actually gives a good performance. I know a lot of people say he can't act. I think he can. He just doesn't get a lot of scripts where he needs to. It's just usually like dumb action films. Next up is Hell or High Water. So I actually brought a bundle of steelbooks from the US. I think a few of them was like Saw, and I think it's actually the Rambo steelbooks as well. And I think this is one of the bundles. So I actually bought the steelbook separate before that bundle, and I've sold that on and just kept this one. So beautiful, and plus it's open because the other one wasn't. So yeah, very nice, and it is a great film if you like modern westerns, you know, like No Country for Old Men, that sort of thing. Highly recommend picking up. Great watch. Next up, we've got a steelbook that's actually sealed, and that is I Know What You Did Last Summer. So I've actually got the trilogy box set from, I can't remember if it's Eureka or 101 Films, but they brought out a nice trilogy set, and obviously not a steelbook, so I've got this one sealed. Bought this from All Your Music, I think about a year ago or something, and yeah, I just really like the design, and plus it was really cheap as well. We've even bought out a 4K steelbook after this released, and yeah, I'm not interested. Next up is of course another Rambo steelbook, and that is For Last Blood. A lot of people don't like this film. I mean, to be honest, the way the last film ended, I thought was perfect. You know, like the Rambo one from 2008. So yeah, it was very unnecessary, but it was a fun film, especially the tunnel scene at the end. yeah, it's not a masterpiece by any means, but still quite a fun film. Next up is Last Witch Hunter. So I think I bought this off eBay. I want to say Amazon, but I know I didn't. And it was actually a really good price. I think it was about £30, might have been a bit less, maybe like 28 or something. And it is generally quite a fun film as well. And weirdly enough, I think this has got a sequel coming out, so we'll have to see how that goes. It won't be anywhere as good, but hopefully it is still watchable. So next up, got a load more here. So Cutthroat Island. So I actually brought the normal UK Steelbook before, watched it, didn't think much of it. So I thought to myself, I'm going to sell that on. And I saw this pop up on eBay really cheap. I think it was like £19 or something. So I thought, I'll give it another go. If I don't like it, even the Steelbook's nice. So there's no worry about that. Yeah, it's a beautiful looking design. Next up is Halloween H2O. So I have got the Shout Factory 4Ks, and Ransley, this is the only one that's actually got a 4K apart, Steelbook, apart from, of course, the first Halloween in the UK, I mean. So yeah, and it is a beautiful design, and I think this is actually Paramount. I think doesn't really say. No. Oh, there you go. Yeah, well, Paramount. I thought it was, but yeah, beautiful looking design. I've still not watched the 4K of this, even though I've had this for a couple of years now. So I have to get through that at some point. And plus, I really like the ending as well. I think it's it's better than the one we got in the recent trilogy that came out a few years ago, which was just not great. Next up is Saw X. So I think I actually bought this from the US. Really, it was actually cheaper to get it from a UK set. It's actually cheaper to get it from a US seller than it was to buy it from a UK one. And I think this was about £20. So it's around the same price I paid for the oh god, what is it now? The Italy Steelbook. And plus, it's a much better design as well. So I do like these sort of pet slips, and I've got the first film there somewhere. Next up, classic, got Sicario. I think they brought out a similar sort of steelbook for the second film, but I can't really remember now. This was cheap as well. I picked this up for about £30. I think there was only like me and one other person in the auction on eBay. So I just really wanted to get it. And plus the design of this is absolutely stunning. Really is. Next up, Snowpiercer. Great film. Never read the comic. Yeah, in fact, randomly enough, it's actually based on a comic from France. And yeah, I just really like the film. Gave the series a watch as well, which I thought was all right. But yeah, you really can't beat that design. Yeah, it looks great. Yeah, very happy with that. And I think actually, did I pre-order it? Can't remember now, but yeah, it's just one of those things. Next up, I picked up Hunger Games: A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So this is the prequel to the film series, and still not watched it. It's got the girl from Snow White, and we know how that ended. But yeah, great looking design. And randomly enough, the next one is of course the fifth one. So no, all the films mixed into one steelbook. So I did have the UK release, which came with all the 4 films, and to be honest, that was taking up too much room. Saw this going really cheap on eBay. I think along with this as well. I can't remember now. I can't remember if I bought these separate or if I bought them together. But yeah, I really like the design on this, and plus saves a ton of room as well. And I just need the film. I'm not really too bothered about the special features and that, so I just kept that. So that's another pile. So a few more here. So 90s classic Event Horizon. Yeah, it could have been a better film, admittedly, but and to be honest, I would love a director's cut, which we probably will never get. But plus, it's a pretty fun sci-fi film. I've actually got about 6 editions of this now, which is just insane. But yeah, I adore this film a lot. So yeah, I've got no problem with that. Next up is probably the only one which is like a TV series steelbook, and that is for True Detective Season 1. Watch this series every single year. I've tried the other seasons, really can't get into it. It's just missing that flair. But yeah, I really like the design on this. Picked this up really cheap on eBay as well. Actually, no, I think it might have been Kex. Yeah, I think it was Kex. I paid about £25. So that's like half the price it's usually going for. So not a bad deal. So this guy's probably going to get mentioned quite a few times in this video, but I bought this off Zoltan. Great guy. He runs the Hungarian 4K group. Really nice bloke, and yeah, he gave me a good deal on this. This is the Thing, but the prequel, which is also called The Thing for some reason. And yeah, the behind the scenes of this film is just absolutely insane. I mean, the producers didn't like the look of the practical effects, so they said, you know, it looked too 80s. We're going to put CGI over it, and yeah, that's how the film ended up. And yeah, beautiful looking design. So the Hurt Locker. So I think this is actually one of the first sort of pet slip steelbooks I actually bought. Really like the design on this. It was really cheap as well. I think I've actually got this in a sale for less than 20 quid. So yeah, absolute bargain. And I do need to see the film again because it's been quite a few years. Next up is Dirty Dancing. So I got this. Only reason I got this because it was really cheap. I mean, ridiculously cheap. I think this is about £12. And yeah, I've still not watched it. I'm not a big fan of sort of dance films, but I'll give it a go at some point. Transfer's meant to be a bit mixed as well, but we'll just see how that goes. So next up, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Love this film. Anything Nicolas Cage does, I will watch, even if it's absolutely terrible. And yeah, really like the design on this. And I think I actually pre-ordered this. I can't remember now. But oh, yeah, so I just noticed. Yeah, so the next film, again, another bargain. I got this for the 2 for £30 deal that Zavi were doing, and that is for Borderlands. Yeah, not a great film. I had a lot of fun with it. I've only ever played the second game, or not even half of it. But yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. But yeah, it's no way any way accurate to the games. So, a bit unfortunate, especially considering the budget, because I think they had like something like £200 million. So huge loss. So last pile before we move on to the big bits, and that is for Kill Bill. So as I said, builded Jackie Brown along with these two, and yeah, really like the design on this, and hopefully we'll get one for Glorious Bastards and what's the other one, Django Unchained, which I'll absolutely pre-order day one, no doubt about it. And yeah, absolutely beautiful. And of course, I got one for part two. And from what I've heard, they're actually bringing out a director's cut, which comes with the films sort of spiced together, along with, I think it's something like 7 minutes of footage or animated sequences. So kind of excited to see that. Hopefully, they bring out like a nice sort of big box set. Next up is Beetlejuice, and I think this is a Warner Bros. Steelbook. Yeah, Warner Bros. Steelbook. Yeah, it was alright. And did it need to be made, the sequel? Not really. I think if this came out probably like 20 years ago, yeah, I would have thought it was alright. But yeah, it's not a great film by any means, which is a bit of a shame. But luckily, it's got Michael Keaton, who's back, and he's brilliant in that film, so no complaints about that. They've got this, the what's it called? The Ministry of Ungenderly Warfare. So I got this really cheap from eBay. I think this is like £25 as well, the same as sort of Cutthroat Island and all of that. So yeah, and I really like the design on this. Stuck it back in the protector after I watched it, and yeah, it's a fun film. Yeah, I think if you like, I'm trying to think, there was a film I was thinking of just now, but it's completely lost me. So maybe it come back at some point, like the rest of my brain. But that's a story for another day. Next up is Wind River. Very, very good film. Yeah, highly recommend it. Basically, it's just about this sort of girl who's murdered in this really small town, and they're trying to investigate. And you got all the FBI and that involved, and yeah, it's a really good film. Yeah, might have to give it a watch at some point, maybe even tonight, see how it goes. But yeah, I love it, really do. And I want to get all the premiums for it. I've actually got a edition from Film Arena, so I have to dig that out and that sort of compare it. Next up is Kill. So there was a lot of talk about this film when it came out. The trailer was like calling it the most goriest film Indian has ever produced, and yeah, it was actually pretty gory. Pre-ordered this from Amazon, and I just absolutely love the design on this. Really goes well together. So yeah, pretty fun film. Not as good as I was hoping, but it was still pretty enjoyable. So I just got to have a little bit of a drink. That's not a sponsorship, by the way, although that would be nice because I do like a bit of Pepsi. Next up, classic Wicker Man. Bought this off Zoltan, who I mentioned earlier. And yeah, love the design. Did have the UK Steelbook design of this, but I sold that on because I didn't really need it. I just wanted one copy. But I've gone back and watched the film, and now I want all the copies of it available because it's just such a great film. Gave me a good deal on that as well. And yeah, that's it from that pile. So moving on. And so that was all the sort of smaller ones. So onto the big guns. So first up, Silent Night. Got was cheap off eBay. I think it was actually from a US seller. And yeah, it was a right film. It wasn't great. I mean, I know it wasn't going to be from the reviews, but you know, it was enjoyable, even though there's not a single word actually mentioned in the film. So, well, not from the main character anyway. But yeah, it was alright. It was cheap anyway. I think I paid like £20 or something, which compared to other sellers, which are charging like 50, it's not a bad deal. Next up, Hacksaw Ridge. Love this film. Based on a true story about a guy who refuses to use weapons and saves loads of people. I think it's like 72 or something. 75, sorry. Yeah, that she says on the back. And yeah, the 4K for this is absolutely stunning. So highly recommend picking that up. And that just really scared me a little bit. But can't help that. So next up, Killing Joke. So yeah, I got this along with Borderlands because, as I said, it was doing like a 2 for £30 deal. And yeah, it's not a great adaptation by any means. There's like a weird, I don't want to give spoilers away, but there's a really awkward sequence in the film, which is just quite hard to watch, to be honest. But yeah, if you can get it for cheap, don't mind it at all. Next up, one of my absolute favourites, and that is Dread. So I've actually, again, along with Event Horizon, I've got multiple copies of this. I think I've got like 5 or something. And yeah, I just want to get all of them. Absolutely adore this film, and it is an absolutely stunning 4K. If you're looking for a demo disc, highly recommend picking this up. You won't be disappointed at all, because once that Atmos track fits in, it's amazing. It really is. So next up, Saw. So I did show off 10. And yeah, absolutely adore the design on this. I can't wait to get 2, 3 and 4 to come out, because I don't know, I just absolutely love this film to bits. So excited for that. Next up, Highlander. So got this from another US seller who's doing it really cheap. I think I paid about £25, and this is long out of print. I think this is actually from Best Buy. And yeah, the prices on this, ridiculous. I mean, this is going for like nearly £60. And yeah, I just love the design. And again, bought the UK release, didn't think much of it, but I'm just really happy to have that. So next up, another handful, and that's probably all going to move, so I'm going to sort of balance that just like that. So Zoltan Strikes Again, and that is for Ghost in the Shell. Gave me a great deal on this. Absolute classic Japanese anime. Yeah, still sealed as well. Still need to get around to watching this. I did sell the collector's edition on the UK version finally. But with that Steelbook, I think that was actually one of the first unboxing videos I've ever done. I mean, we're talking like 2 years ago. Blimey. Yeah, beautiful. So another classic, Ron. So I've actually got the UK release, which I think is for is it BFI Films? Can't quite remember, but yeah, beautiful design, and it is from Zoltan as well. Again, gave me a great deal. So if you're into sort of Japanese epics, highly recommend picking it up. Need another drink. It's refreshing as well because it's pretty cold. So next up, Basic Instinct. So again, had the UK release, Salvason, and bought this one from a UK seller on eBay, and it was actually pretty cheap as well. I think I got 2 Steelbooks for about £35 each, so pretty good deal as well. Love the design on that. I mean, if it's Lionsgate, I'll probably 9 out of 10 times I will buy it, even if the film's awful. Got a Steelbook that's actually sealed, and that's for Plane. So this is actually from King of Steel Media. Got this really cheap as well. I think I paid about £24. Absolute bargain price. And yeah, love the design on that. So I might actually do an unboxing video for that. But we'll have to see how it goes, because I've got so many coming out. So again, bought this with Basic Instinct from that eBay seller, and that is King of New York. Watched this not long ago. Great film, really is. But yeah, love the design. I don't know, sort of the red and the blacks and that, and they all work really well. Next up, we've got a pretty rare one, and that is for Terminator 2. So I think I actually pre-ordered this from King of Steel Media. I can't quite remember. I remember it was a good price as well. I think this was about £40. This is usually going for £100 and up. And yeah, I've actually got the Full Slit Fanatics box set, which I can't remember. Yeah, I actually put the AC custom steelbook inside that one. So yeah, can't go wrong with that. And I do love a bit of ATT. Pretty good sequel, say so myself. So yeah, move on to another pile. Next up, we've got Requiem for a Dream. So bought this from Zoltan. I think I've actually done a video on this as well. And yeah, again, gave me a great deal on this. Love this film, which is a bit of a weird thing to say considering the subject matter. But yeah, it's a pretty good film. So no complaints from that. Got a whole pile here of the Expendables, and yeah, I can't remember how much I actually paid. I think this is the whole set was about £70, brand new and sealed. But yeah, got one for the first film, which has got a loose disc. You got 2, you got 3, and you got 4, which randomly enough, Savvy, you're actually doing separate, but not bringing out the first 3 films, which is really strange. But yeah, I think this is actually still going. So yeah, that was a pretty good deal. So we'll get it smaller. So yeah, that's going to forward again. So Rango. So you bought with some All Your Music. I think I bought this along with, I think it was Nikita or something. But yeah, love the design on this. It was really cheap as well. I think this is like £22 or something. But yeah, watched it again because I haven't seen it in years. Quite enjoyed it. And next up, they got Moon. So, oh, sorry, Moonfall. So a lot of people didn't like it. I mean, it's pretty understandable. It's not a great film, but I had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, the ratings on IMDb and all of that. I mean, this is like got like a, what is it, like a 4.5, which is just ludicrous. I mean, it's not a great film, but I wouldn't give it that low of a score. I mean, no matter how terrible it is. Next up, you got The Mist. So absolute very underrated classic, especially the ending, which is just like, well, won't give spoilers away for that. But yeah, absolutely love the design on this, and I think this is quite cheap as well. I think I paid about 35 or something, which I think was from King of Steel Media. I think, I mean, it's quite a few years ago, so I don't know. Got an absolute bargain here, so I paid about £12 from Zavi. Never seen the film, and it is Chaos Walking. Yeah, Chaos Walking. Got very mixed reviews, but I'll make my own mind. I don't want to get around to actually watching it, which when I do get around to watching it. But yeah, it was pretty cheap. Next up was actually one of the more recent ones, and that is for the Limey. So I gave it a watch, and to be honest, I didn't think much of the film at all. I thought it was pretty bad. I mean, the only good thing about it was, of course, Terence Stamp, who is really trying his best with a really terrible script. But yeah, that is my short review of The Limey. So yeah, not a great film, but I'm going to keep the Steelbook anyway because it's really cheap. So yeah, I think it's like 20 quid or something. So yeah, a little bit annoying. So next up, got a few more. We're about halfway there on the bottom bit anyway. So yeah, we're doing pretty well. So you've got Crank. So yeah, great film. Terrible looking 4K. I mean, it was never meant to actually be released in 4K. It's just a very grainy, dirty looking film. But yeah, it's still pretty fun regardless. And I think this is another cheap Steelbook as well. I think this was I think it was from King of Steel Media. I think I paid about £25. They released it and then they re-released it again for next to nothing. So pretty chuffed with that. Pretty underrated film, and that's for Ender's Game. And I did do an unboxing video of this a while ago, but I never released it because I thought it was terrible. So I might go back through and do it again. Who knows? But yeah, pretty good film. I'm running out of things to say. Next up is probably the only one which is not from like a major company, and that is for Fog City. So I never actually pre-ordered it in the first place because I think they did like 3 different editions. Each one was numbered different. I think you had one to like 50, you had one to 100, you had one for like 3,000 or something. I mean, I'd probably say, yeah, this is on the back like 4,100. So I never paid it from that Kickstarter. I actually bought it after. They were doing sort of a clearance sale for, I think I paid about 25. I think it, and that did include shipping as well, so it was ridiculously cheap. I think the Steelbook itself was about £12. So yeah, absolutely stunning. And yeah, I got to admit, for a film which a lot of people will say is not great, which to be honest, I actually quite enjoyed it. It's actually a beautiful looking steelbook, it really is. And I believe it's actually pretty rare as well. So, speaking of Saw earlier, I have got, unfortunately, Spiral, but this was actually really cheap. I think I paid about £12, and it is still sealed because I've got no reason to open it. I mean, maybe for a little short unboxing video, but apart from that, I've got no reason to take the cellophane off and unleash hell. But that's just me. And finally, in that pile, I have got Cloverfield. Not a bad 4K transfer. I mean, considering the film is very fast and blurry, it's hard to get a decent looking transfer on this. But yeah, I think they've done a pretty good job for what they've done. And the Dolby Audio soundtrack is actually pretty decent for what it is. But yeah, really like that. I think I actually did pre-order it as well. So we're getting very, very close to the end of the Steelbooks anyway. And yeah, next up I bought Long Legs. So I got this from All Your Music. Pretty cheap. I think this was about £25. And yeah, I didn't really care much for the UK release. I mean, I did buy it, but the more I looked at it, the more it just didn't really stick with me that much because I actually really like this film. But yeah, it's just got the 4K in there. You haven't got the Blu-ray or anything, but I've got no complaints on that. And weirdly enough, it does actually contain all the bonus features, so that's pretty cool. Oh, classic, actually 70s classic, and that is Apocalypse Now. Again, I think I got this from All Your Music, not All Your Music, King of Steel Media. Pretty cheap as well. I think this is about £25, £30. Just a pretty good deal as well. And yeah, I absolutely love this film. Going for ridiculous prices as well. So good thing I actually did pick it up. So next up we got American Psycho, and this is the US release, which I don't know which is rarer, the UK one or this one. But I brought this from Kev off the 4K Physical Media Group in the UK. And yeah, absolutely love the design on this. I've seen a few sort of funny videos where they sort of swap the cover over with another steelbook. And yeah, it's pretty fun film. Next up, very rare one, and that is for The Punisher. Not a great adaptation, but Thomas Jane does actually deliver a pretty good performance. I mean, this steelbook alone is going for about £100 on eBay, and there's absolutely no way I'm going to be selling that. So yeah, they can forget that. Next up, we got The Ring. So this is of course the remake, and I don't even think the original's actually got a steelbook. I think actually no, I think the Italy did get one, but I've never actually seen any videos of it, so I don't know how that looks. But yeah, this is the Blu-ray steelbook. I have got the 4K collector's set down here somewhere, so yeah, I don't know whether to sell that on or just keep that other one. It's pretty much the same steelbook, you just got a slightly different cover, so I don't know what to do with that. Next up, you got Punisher Warzone, probably the most accurate adaptation of the Punisher ever put to screen, which is saying something because the film isn't great. But yeah, I absolutely love the design on this, and it's about the same price for the Punisher, which is probably about 100 plus. But yeah, it's I love it, and I think I got that from all King of Steel Media as well. So I think probably like this and one more handful, and we've pretty much got through all of them. So I paid a pretty good price on this one. This is usually going for 60 plus. And I did get this classic called Halloween. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of it, but it's meant to be a pretty good film. So I got this off a Facebook seller. I think I paid about 22 or something because it had like a slight rip. As you can see, just there, sort of a little bit loose from the slip. But yeah, I really couldn't say no to getting this. As soon as I saw it, I just had to get it because I love the film that much. Actually, I can't remember where I bought this from. So I have got Warm Bodies, the US release, and I think this was about £16. Yeah, I think I actually won it in an eBay auction. No one else voted for it, so I really couldn't say no to that price. And yeah, the steelbook design is pretty good, and plus the film, not bad at all. Sorry, I've just got to take another drink. Next up, probably one of the better remakes, and that is U10 to Yuma. So bought this really cheap from eBay, of course. I think I paid about £21 or something. I remember a lot of people getting a bit like, how did you get it for that price? But yeah, I think I had like a couple of scratches on the Steelbook itself, but yeah, it was ridiculously cheap. I have seen the original because I know probably a lot of people are probably gonna, well, probably no one will say it in the comments, but they will probably wonder why haven't you? What did you think of the original? Have you actually seen it? And to be honest, there's a lot more character development in the remake, and yeah, it's just overall a better film in my opinion. Not taking anything away from the original, but it is a lot better. So next up, you've got a film which you probably don't hear often, and that is for Angel Heart. Really good film. Actually, pretty underrated to be honest. I mean, I don't remember anyone talking about this, but yeah, it's a pretty rare one. Mickey Rourke in this, he's great. He really is. He really delivers. Sort of a sort of devastating performance. But yeah, highly recommend picking it up. Got a steelbook that's actually sealed this time, and you have got the Crow. So I think this is the Italy release. I bought this from King of Steel Media, and I remember saying that he couldn't get any stock from the US, but he did say, you know, if you're happy, I can order some from Amazon Italy or wherever he got it from. But yeah, I'm not too fussed either way. It was around the same price, even if you did pay all the import taxes and all of that. So not really a massive loss. Next up, we've got Cabin in the Woods. So this is I think it's actually, again, one of the first steelbooks I ever got, with the slips on, which is, I think, with this and the Hurt Locker. And yeah, absolutely love the design on this. And the film itself, pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's underrated or anything, but I don't hear a huge amount of people talking about it. So there's that. So next up, I think I got these as a bundle, but I got The Hitman's Bodyguard. Really fun film. I bought that alongside the second film, and I think I paid about £50 or something. I've never seen the sequel, so that's something to get through at some point. So yeah, a lot of films I haven't watched. I got this one for King Kong, so this is the 70s version. Got this off Amazon Italy, not Amazon Italy, Amazon US. I think it was pretty cheap as well. Usually these are going for around £40 when you actually pay everything on top of shipping. I think this one was around 30, so pretty cheap. And yeah, love a design on that. And still not watched it, of course. Next up, you got Belly. So this is sealed, and again, I got this from a US seller on eBay. And I think this was 23 or something. It might have actually been less than that. But yeah, never heard of the film. I only got it because it was pretty cheap. So yeah, have to get around to actually watching that at some point. Next up, you got The Man Who Fell to Earth. I know they've done a series of this. It came out a few years ago, which is actually going to be pretty good. So yeah, have to give that a watch. And I think I got this from the same seller I brought Warm Bodies from. So yeah, that definitely needs to be given a watch. And of course, it's got David Bowie in it, who's an absolute legend. So yeah. And finally, the last steelbook, because this is, as I said, this was going to be quite a long video anyway. I did pick up Rob Zombie's 31. Only reason I picked it up because I watched a clip on YouTube of Richard Brake as Doomhead, and yeah, that's the only reason I bought it. And apparently, that's pretty much the only scene he's actually in through the whole film till the end. So yeah, a little bit disappointing. And this, anyway, the steelbook was pretty cheap. I think I paid about £20, not even that, probably like 19. Yeah, sealed as well. So yeah, couldn't say no to that at that price. So yeah, that is all my pet slip, clear slip steelbooks. And yeah, I've got to say, it's a pretty impressive collection. And I can't believe all of that fits on just one shelf. So yeah, I should have counted it really, but yeah, bit of a shame. But yeah, that is my pet slip, clear slip collection. So not really sure how to end the video. Just hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, there's that pretty much. Nice weather we're having. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and hope to see you again. Goodbye.